it is time for more Cube Chaos. I've been trying to think about how much I want to prioritize YouTube and what I want to do. We're continuing, aren't we? Did I just leave off on a death? Weird. I thought that we were in the middle of a run. Programmer, Devourer, programmer kicks my butt. I've been trying to figure out what I'm doing with YouTube for like the last few months, really. And I think I've made decisions, but I'm not completely sure. This class requires me to think so much. We're going to be playing this slow. This is probably going to be one video per act. We'll see. Trigger gain ability. Before a cube gains an ability, every 5th time trigger the following target perk. Every 5th time before a cube gains an ability. And what are we playing as? Devourer. Trigger swarm created after a cube with swarm is created but not placed. Trigger the following perk twice. Created but not placed. That one sounds good. Effect gain infested or one infested. On being triggered, the target gains one infested if it has swarm. Instead, trigger the following effect perk. I'm gonna take swarm created. Okay. Start with 8 nightmares. We need more nightmares. Battle time. Consumable. All allies experience 30 seconds of time. Click to have all allies experience 30 seconds of time once per battle. Interesting. I think I'm just going to use the consumable just so that it doesn't eat small amounts of gold. I don't know. Before an enemy takes damage, 50% chance to reduce that damage by 1. Curse of Market Stability. This is a curse? Oh yeah, increased by 10, that part. Right. Curse of Bear Traps. Ah, wounds are rough. Wounds are rough. I could re-roll this. I'm gonna do this one. I don't utilize shops all that much. A little bit. It's a little bit painful. Jumble Fragments. Gain 2 random perk fragments. Lose this perk. Continuous Construction. After an ally is placed, if it has the same mana cost as another ally, refund 1 mana of the placed ally's cost, reducing its cost by 1, and repeat this. Minimum 10 mana. That is confusing to me. I kind of want both of these. Courier. At the start of each battle, add free copies of 3 random cubes in your hand to your hand. In your hand to your hand. In your hand to your hand. 3 random cubes. Every minute, add a free copy of a random cube in your hand to your hand. After an ally is created, if it has the same mana cost as another cube, refund 1 mana of the ally's cost, reducing its cost by 1. Repeat this, minimum 7 mana. I don't fully understand you. Gain 5 random perk fragments. Perk fragments are fun. They are. I'm just gonna take this one, but it was a tough call. Do I just want little fights? Kind of. Question marks are weird. I think I'm just gonna go down bottom. Get 2 chests. That is the game plan. Inventory. Starting fragment. Let's do it. Click to activate. What have I done? Click to act. I can't do it now? Of course I can't. Can I still rearrange? I can't. I had to do that before I moved, I think. My bad. Okay. We have compiler. I love compiler. Compiler is so good. Kind of stupid, but so good. Oh no, they have pop-up turrets. Okay, they have spikes. They have warp shield. Power pedestal. Okay, scrappy missile. This is a little bit scary, but not that bad. Toothy barrier is pretty good. Is it good enough? If I could compile it, it would be. So what is it that I need to do? Join the swarm to this. How do I do it? After this is created, every cube in your hand with the same name. All right, we're going to do that. Wait, what if I just rush them down? I don't know. I forget how infested works. What's new? Unstable egg. We're going to take out that turret, hopefully. Is it going to pop up at the right time? Probably not. Are we going to block it? Oh, we did just block it. Okay. Swarm. I'm just going to keep placing these. Oh, but the spikes mess with me pretty bad. Spikes are pretty bad. This thing. Kind of a pain. I think I'm going to place this here. After that, I might do compiler toothy barrier. With what? I want strange crawler, but that's tough. Let's figure this out. Pop-up turret's not even doing much. Yet. Sky platform. Interesting. Okay. Compiler. Would I ever combine compiler with toothy barrier? Toothy barrier's fairly cheap. You're fairly cheap. This is kind of a good combo. I'm going to build this right here, because why not? Because why not? Okay, so this will start combining these. Compiler's broken. Oh, right, they become cheaper. It's so good. It is so good. Compiler. So this one should now cost 29 mana. And if I get more toothy barriers, they will cost less. So good. More of these would cost less, and then we could have super attacks. Or I could have regen retaliate. I think I want the regen retaliate, but we'll get some of each. This is pretty good. The only thing is it's really slow. That regen. I could also do compiler with more compilers, which is pretty good. Compiler, especially as they come down in cost. Currently they don't. This strange crawler's pretty cheap. That one's even... Oh no, they get down to 10 at the lowest. Oh right, they can jump. I knew that. Toothy barrier's pretty cheap though. Here, I'm just gonna place another, and then I can put one of these. And we'll see which does better. Probably the one with the regen. This thing, though, regen 16, 2 times retaliate. I could jump that, or drop that onto another compiler. How much do you cost? 29 mana. This thing's pretty awesome. Oh, I could drop this 16 one onto a compiler with another strange crawler. These just become cheaper. I'm pretty tempted to do that. So I need more toothy barriers, I think. And they should be cheap. Cool. So now they cost 10. Plan is let this one drop, then a super crawler could crawl on top of it. They would cost some mana, but not that much. Not that much. Okay, that's kind of wild. I want to drop down super crawlers, I think. So this one is the one that I want to combine with a super crawler. To do that, I think I do need this. This is a super crawler. Costs 23 mana. This costs 29. So the problem is they will cost a little bit to combine up. but they're super. Compilers are becoming cheaper. 24. If they become cheap enough, I could also copy compilers, except they fly, but still. We could do it. Look, this thing. That one's just a regular super one. Still, it's good. This. Should I put down more of these? We're fine. Are we fine? I think we're fine. I kind of just want more compilers. Huh. They're down in cost. Right, but it still costs 30. It's just I get a bunch refunded. We should be dropping down one of these, which will help protect for a little bit. At some point, it will drop down one of these, and that should take out the pop-up turrets. I think. But those bullets are starting to become a problem. Wait, warp shield. What is that? Oh, warp shield is weird. How much time do we have? A bit of time. Okay, how much did that cost? 13, 12, 11. No, they cost 10 now. Things are weird now. If I place things that are expensive, they make other things cheap. I think at this point, I just want to make lots of copies of stuff. Because they should all cost like 10. But these ones needed to be higher up so that they could drop from further. Okay, I do need to start to block this, though. We can do that. Yeah, I should have put these further back. I still can. Especially now that they're cheaper. So right here. I'm investing so much into this stupid strategy, and they won't even drop the crawlers down here right away. It'll take time. But it's so good. It's not a stupid strategy. It's an amazing strategy. The best strategy. And I can always just put cheap stuff down here to block in a second. Like right... How do I get you in? There we go. Right now. Right now. Okay, not yet, but soon. Bam. We're in. Victory! I didn't even pay attention. 24 regen, 3 times retaliate, climbing, swarm. It's so good. It took a long time, but I'm learning. We need really cheap stuff. Laser blast. That's not it. Every tick, the cube 1 in front and 0 below will take 6 damage, and this silently dies. No, that doesn't work. Replicate. Gravity canceller. I'm tempted to reroll. Chaotic drone homing every 3 seconds. If this is in the same column as the homing target, create a 1 damage bullet. I don't know what I think of that. Homing is weird. It's kind of cool. And it would become cheaper. What if we just got a ton of homing drones? It can do damage to my own stuff. I think I'm going to reroll. Healing shield. Every 3 seconds, heal every ally in the shield ally in front of this. I wish they showed the shield area in front of this. Hearts of Sanctuary. Every 20 seconds, heal a random damaged ally for 1 HP. Before a cube is healed by this, grant it Holy 1. Armor. 100 mana, though. Unifier. After an ally is created, if it has the same name as the cube above and wasn't created by a unifier, exile it before it does anything and create a copy of the cube above in its place. That's a lot to think about. After an ally is created, if it has the same name as the cube above and wasn't created by a unifier, exile it before it does anything. Create a copy of the cube above in its place. Listen, that's a lot. Healing shield. Every 3 seconds, heal. 20 mana, 3 HP. I don't think this one's very good, but I can't reroll again. Could be this one. This one is weird. This one's expensive. It's not that good, but the armor is pretty good. Are there ways that I could get the abilities off of this? Because I care about... this one's okay. Every ally. That could be good. Healing is nice. Let's go down. Needed fragment. Choose from 3 perk fragments. Right, I have to use my fragment things. Of the type you have the least of, then lose this perk. Ray Sword. Your leader starts with +1 damage and extra HP. Jump Rope. Jump Rope messes with me. It's amazing, but it messes with me so bad. Especially for compiler. I could do it up at the top. No, because they would move downwards and upwards in weird ways. No. That one's good, but no. This one's more helpful. Inventory. Let's go look at that one. What did I just get? Where is it? Oh, I have to pick it right now. Oh, I should have used the other ones first. Effect. Add neutral copy. On being triggered every 3rd time, add a neutral copy of the target to your hand. Effect. Drain mana. On being triggered, generate -1 mana for the target's faction if it's not an enemy. Instead, trigger the following. Create zombie. On being triggered every 2nd time, create an allied zombie above the target if that position is not empty. Instead, trigger the following. Zombie. Undead. Melee. Charging. Climbing. 5 HP. Drain mana? Kind of want to reroll. Reroll. Gain 1 max mana. Add free copy. On being triggered, X% chance to add a free allied copy of the target to your hand. X is 80 divided by mana cost. Rounded down. Effect. Gain 1 growth. On being triggered every 3rd time, the target gains 1 growth. That sounds amazing. Swarm created. Trigger. The target. I'm going to take growth, because it makes me happy. I'm going to click this one. Right, bottled time. Target victim on being triggered. Trigger following effect perk targeting the victim. Target every cube touching victim. Target random same faction. On being triggered, trigger following effect perk targeting a random cube with the same faction as the victim. Victim is such a weird word, but I get it. It just has a very negative connotation. It makes me think opposing side. Effect, gain 1 growth. Effect, apply 1 poison. Oh, if it's an ally, instead we could gain growth. Gain gold. On being triggered every 3rd time, gain 1 gold, max 20 per battle. Max 20 per battle. I could gain more growth. Inventory. So we have effect. We have a target, random same faction. On being triggered. I don't really have a target though. Target effect. We have a trigger. I guess that kind of works. Target perk twice. Growth. Swarm is created. We can do that because you're a swarm unit and we can create them. Gain growth. I think I just want more growth. Or gold. Do I take the gold? Can I do crazy things with gold? Maybe I could. Every 3rd time. I think it's just growth. Okay, so now, and we got 2 times. So I can just click and drag these. Trigger. We have a trigger. We have a target. I kind of wanted to be able to separate these out. Oh well. We have... What is the other one? Oh, it's just that there are two of these. I wanted to be able to separate them out. Swarm created. Target same faction. I think I would just do this. Oh, that does not work. It's weird that you can't just drag the perk. Target, random same faction. I'm being triggered, so we do need this trigger. Okay. Okay. Bottled time. Back. Normal battle. That was the plan. Does it matter what order these are in? I don't think so. Subtractor is weird. It has growth and strength. Costs 20 mana. Things that cost like 30 mana are kind of valuable right now. 20 to 30 mana. This thing explodes before this dies. Charging. Projectile. Projectile. There we go. That part's cool. Or, I mean, it means this isn't a problem. Ants are a problem. Water could solve it. Shrine of War. After a cube takes damage, gain 1 energy every second. If this has more than 0 energy, lose 1 energy, and every leader generates tons of mana. That one's kind of a pain. They're gonna have tons of mana. Every ally in the shield area in front of this. So that would be good for healing. Can I see? Ooh. Oh, it needs to be... It's only these 3, I think. Still pretty good. We could create a super wall. I do want to get this down, because we have swarm stuff. Place that. Place this. Cool. Beyond that, I could just get cheap strange crawlers going. Oh, why did I fight that? I don't know, because that's what I chose to do. It would have died for free. The ants are the issue. The ants are the issue. To deal with them, I really do have to start going with the compilers. The ants. Crap. Okay. Healer could help. It's going to take time for these to drop down. The water could help. I also want toothy barriers. That jerk. Toothy barrier, toothy barrier. Place this healer. Okay, next up. Compiler. They should be getting cheaper. 28. Next up, Strange Crawler. Should be pretty cheap. Well, 14. 13. Okay, so we're gonna make copies of regular Strange Crawlers. I can always make more stuff and keep dropping it down. And then we could put another row of compilers if I need to. So for right now, I think I'm gonna place that. Place another of these, another of these. So these ones cost 11 and 10. That's good. Another compiler. How much damage do these do? 2 damage. Okay. Toothy barrier. One of these. This one will get hurt, but it has a lot of HP. So, yeah, that does not heal this, but it will heal this, which already has regen 16, 2 times retaliate. Mana is full. The next thing to do is create another layer of compilers, but that's a little bit scary. Only a little. I don't have to do it. Flying retaliate. I could also just create like super compilers that go across the map and replicate themselves in fun ways. That is a thing I could do. It's pretty tempting. If I was going to do that, what level would I do it at? So, I think I would put some toothy barriers. Have those drop down onto this. They won't charge forward is the problem. To get them to charge forward, I don't know. For right now, just do that. These should be getting cheaper. These are already cheap. Right, I need another one. So my plan is to get one of these to drop down. Crap. Mana is a problem. This one should regen eventually. It would be helpful to have more of these super toothy barriers up front. I think I'm going to try and do that. Other than that, I don't have many of the crawlers yet. I kind of want more of those. Crawlers go wild. Oh god. Okay. We need to be able to hold in the crawlers. I think I'm going to do toothy barriers with crawlers. It's just a good combo. And we can always make them super ones later by adding another layer below. I could put healers. So as long as they don't shoot out this compiler, I can't hover it. Wait, don't I get growth somehow? Do I get growth? When I create swarm units. I create swarm units sometimes, don't I? Swarm units. Except they're weird combinations. Maybe that doesn't work then. Huh. So the next thing, how much did these cost now? I want to put a regular crawler right here, which means that I need to block it off with these. That wants to drop where? Wants to drop down onto another compiler. And this compiler will get another compiler. And to protect that compiler, I would like more toothy barriers. There we go. All of that was so that I can get this one to combine up. Why does this cost 20? Oh, because it's a super one. Super one plus this will become a 30 cost. That'll drop down. This will combine up with the 30 cost to make a compiler, which will make another compiler, which will start to take over the world, in theory. In reality, who knows? I might have just made a wall that I can't get through, though. Huh. Nah, we're good. Why would we do that? We're good. Are we good? I think we're good. They're so cheap. My mana goes up so quick. Why does my mana go up so quick? Who is generating continuous construction? I know things are cheap. Oh, there's bottled time. I think bottled time would actually cause me to, like, die. Weird. Weird, but I think it's true. These are so cheap. I could just make compilers combined with all of the things that they're gonna make. That would be so stupid. We would overfill the world. That would be stupid. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. These are gonna run forward. Is that what I want? I think it is. Mana is an issue. I don't know what I want. I feel like I'm going to fill everything up and it's a problem. Oh, these will start to overrun everything. Yeah, they will. Unless I built this up taller, which I could do. But I don't know if that's what I want to do. Oh god. Everything is so cheap. It doesn't even make sense. What am I doing? Strange crawlers? Strange crawlers are what I'm doing. Why do I earn mana so quick? Who is doing this? Same faction. Swarm created growth. I feel like something should get growth. Swarm created. Swarm created. Random same faction. You only have 28 HP. That's very concerning. How do I deal with that? I don't think I have a way to deal with that. Strength and growth. Oh. Could get subtractors. It's kind of weird. I could do that. I have tons of mana. They become cheaper. $22. Did I just take damage from mana overfilling? I don't think so. I don't know if these actually do what I think they do. 22 HP. If I could move that forward. Swarm. Swarm and Infested. You cost 2,000 mana. Compiler. Compiler is weird. So, what's going on with this compiler? It's trying to make a copy of this one with this one. No, it's trying to make a copy of this one with this one. I don't know if that's what I wanted. We should just overrun them pretty quick. Let's just try and do that. Overrun them. I think I am taking damage when I let the mana fill like that. That's concerning. Let's not do that anymore. The mana just fills so quick. Could I put one under this? If I could pause it at exactly the right time, I think I could. What if I just hold it here? Hold placing. Ah, look at that. We did it. I have bad news for the enemy. We have an army heading towards them. I only have 18 HP though. If I put some healers in with this, I could heal my units, but they already have regen. Some of them. These ones, oh, I have to climb over those. I knew that. I could drop a regular barrier and eventually it would fall down, I think. But it would block me off until then. I should have done that before I started placing these units. Or I need to get through the dirt somehow. This one is stuck forever. Do any of these have growth? You have growth. Retaliate, regenerate, melee twice, charging twice, growth. Growth 2. Hey, victory. Okay, so that was a little bit scary. What was going on with the mana? Small warrior slime costs 5 mana. That's very cheap. Shadow Knight. Dark Return. I don't know if I want this or not. Costs 20 mana. I think I'm going to take the Small Warrior Slime. It's just cheap. That's it. Cheap can be fun. Cheap can be very fun. Combine that up with a good 10 cost. Oh god. You only have 1 HP. But if we put Swarm on this, we could get them growth. Couldn't I create those easy? Like super easy. Would it help? Probably not, especially with this thing. After this takes damage from a non-leader, deal 3 damage back. Ah, but maybe that makes this really good. There's a water cloud. There's explosive anthill. There's lava storm. Oh god. Okay. So what did I learn? I learned things, kind of. We can hit J. I want to place this one right here, I think. I like the toothy barriers. The swarm is nice, but it's not like as much of a priority as I thought. Kind of is. Maybe it is. I like to get this one going. Can speed up time. Okay. Curse of Market Stability. Continuous construction. Oh, this is probably what was doing the refunds that was getting me like unlimited mana. I bet that was. Because things were getting created or something weird. Something weird. For sure. This one is so cheap. I could just start placing those. I kind of like it. Would I get... So toothy barriers currently cost 14. I could just put 2 of these. They would be so crappy. Who has a lot of HP? You have a lot of No, you have 8 HP. You have strength and growth. Wait. That's worth thinking about. It's expensive. If I can get it to cost 10, which I can do. Am I really just wasting all of my stuff to get this to cost 10? Yep. How much did that one cost? 16. That is what I'm doing. That one cost 10. It's perfect. Place that. Place this. Now for 15 costs, so 60 seconds, we can get a warrior slime, and it's going to start getting growth and strength and 10 HP. And every 30 seconds, it'll deal some damage to the first enemy any distance in front. It's kind of cool. The lava and the water don't work well together. We could get more cheap compilers. So things that I learned. The barriers can be a little bit of a problem. It's pretty good to get these subtractors going early. Because they have growth and they have strength, they're just good. Strange Crawler, I probably want to put Swarm on that, almost definitely. Unless I'm going to put it on something else. Join the Swarm, cost 30. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. Yeah. Subtractor Small Warrior Slime. You love to see it. Okay, wait. Could I get Join the Swarm on that? No, right? I think it just has to be on a regular unit. So yeah, this one has Swarm now. Cool. That lava is amazing. It's going to make it so that I don't get blocked off like I did last time. So we need more of these probably. Or they're pretty good. Could put some strange crawlers. We're already going to create those. What about double subtractor? Right, I should not let the mana bar fill up, probably. Double subtractor would be kind of fun. How much do these cost? 26. Do you have jumping? Climbing, you do. Huh. That thing goes. $15 HP, 1 strength, melee. Okay, I want more of these. I just don't want them to drop down by my leader, I don't think, but maybe I do. I could get some super toothy barriers. They should be cheap by now. Those ones cost a bit. Do I want these in front of my leader? Maybe I do. Okay. 13. Oh, they're not cheap yet. That's kind of a mistake. Here, let's put that down. Put that. How much did you cost? 11. Put this here. I kind of just want to make cheaper ones. That seems good to me. So now what would I fill up this back area with? I don't know. With nothing? We could see what's in this. Pandora's. Do like the subtractors. Subtractors are fun. We could just get double subtractors going. Healing shield is weird. Double subtractor. And if I really want to go wild, we could put this here. Drop the double subtractor. Would I put another compiler? This one is now going to get copied with something else. You cost 15, you're so cheap. Growth 1, strength 1. I think I just want to copy it with more of these. They can jump out, though. For now. Until this drops down. I don't know how I feel about the compiler thing yet. Huh. Okay, they're locked in. Which is kind of good, kind of... I have to think about it more. Because these ones will turn off, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I have to think about that. But these ones will just become better and better. I think it doesn't really matter. That's the conclusion I'm coming to. Subtractor is fun. This thing is kind of fun. So now, I want that to combine with something that can run, and that's fairly cheap. This costs 33 mana. Why does it cost 33? 17 and 16. Those are expensive. My bad. Okay, I want that to combine, drop down to here. I want this to go right here. Mana's full. I need to be careful about that. So far it's not mattering, but it could matter. It could matter. I should just be making cheap stuff. These subtractors, shouldn't they be cheap now? They are cheap. I should just be making an army of cheap stuff. Subtractor. Subtractor. If I had something that could give max mana, then I would feel super confident. This thing. Growth, regen, retaliate, strength. So this one's going to drop down. I don't want it to run away. If I don't want it to run away, I think I'm just going to block this one off. Once that goes down, I want this compiler to start making copies of this super thing, plus a compiler. That compiler only costs 10, that costs 33. The 33 is the bad part. These are a pain. They have growth, they have strength. I need these walls to go away. How do I stop them? To stop them, we just block them off. Okay, I'm gonna block that off. I could block this one off, but this one's fine. Oh, it's gonna put down a regen 32, retaliate 4 times. That's kind of cool. Okay, what else are we doing? I think we're just creating an army. Oh, we win. We win because this came over, but more so because this came over. Subtractor small warrior slime. Subtractor small warrior slime. Good stuff. Healing pillar. Burrowing. When there is a neutral cube below. Burrowed is kind of good. Every second, if there's an ally above, heal it for 1 HP. It's kind of cool. Especially if I have... Yeah, I like that one. I think I like it more than the other healing one. I definitely do. Bubble wall costs 10 mana. We'll take this. Go to another fight. I'm feeling strong. This one doesn't do much, but it could do something. Start the battle. Okay. Swarm. Swarm with small warrior slimes. I think I still like it on strange crawlers. I think. Getting these compilers going is so good. What do they have? Oh no, they have rats. Robot factory. They have some scary stuff. I do have to get cheap stuff going quick then. Subtractor is so good. I'm thinking. Get the subtractor started. Do they have anything to shoot it? Grinding gun. Second law. Second law. I could read about it right now, but we'll figure out what it does. Flamethrower. Hopefully they block off their own unit. That would help. Quite a bit. Okay. Subtractor is going to start getting growth. These will drop down, and eventually we'll combine them up with something, except not really. I'm just lowering the price. This thing explodes. Projectile, that's helpful. Oh, but you're just going to keep sending them. Right. Right. I knew that. What I'm trying to do is make copies. I could just make a bunch of cheap warrior slimes, but that's not nearly as good as getting a subtractor warrior slime going. That's a lot of rats. That's very concerning. What is it that you do? Explodes. I kind of need to get something down with swarm in it. I do. Strange crawler. But this costs 30 mana. Okay, so let's save up for 45. I'm hurting. Oh, I could put healing pillar and put this the toothy barrier. That would help. How often do you heal? Every second. That would help. Toothy barrier. That helps quite a bit. They become cheaper. Ideally, I'd be making copies, but if nothing else, this one's starting to do stuff. It's just that subtractor's still very expensive. We're getting things to cost less. That's a lot of robots. That's fine. Well, is it fine? Maybe it's not fine. They explode. That's weird. I'm gonna place this down. Place this down. So, ideally, I would get a compiler. Hey, we got a subtractor going. 39 mana cost. Growth 2, Strength 2, 24 HP. I want to combine that. But combine it with what? With one of these toothy barriers, I think. Makes sense. Except that starts to block me off. That does not make sense. I can only do it if it's something that runs, but I can't do that with this first row. With this second row, I could do that. Do you have Retaliate? Strength 2, Growth 2. How are you killing things? Oh, they're kamikazes. That's what it was. Oh. How much do these cost? Could just put down more healing pillars. But I should be getting more compilers. These are down to 12. I want them to cost 10. Down to 11. The next one does cost 10. Okay, I can work with that. Compiler's still expensive. How much is the compiler costing? 27. Subtractors are still expensive. Wait, why did I just make this cost 10? I don't know yet. Because that's what I chose to do. How much does this cost? 12. Okay, we're going to get a big toothy barrier. It's not that expensive. How much did I just say? You cost 11. Why did you cost 11? You cost 12. Those kamikazes. Healing pillar. So if I hit J, I want another subtractor. How much do you cost? 16. Why are they costing so much? I guess I haven't placed that many subtractors. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. Toothy barrier should cost 14. I don't understand. Toothy barriers should be cheap by now. Weird. Strange crawler. Holy rats. Okay, join the swarm. Let's do that. Hopefully we get some kind of infested going. It's when we take damage that we get infested? I don't even know. It's something. So you're getting growth. Toothy barrier plus strength will be nice. And growth. And just a lot of HP. It will be nice. These aren't that expensive. They kind of are. No, it costs 10. Weird. Very weird. Okay, let's get another healer down. Compiler, subtractor. Toothy barrier. Toothy barrier. How's this one? This one has regen, growth, strength, retaliate 2. Cool. And this one does stuff. Things are blowing up. The kamikazes are taking out their own stuff too. Join the Swarm is here. How are you doing? Not that great. Healing Shield is weird. Healing Shield could help. But not really, because these will end up so high above. Kind of helps. I think subtractors are the main thing. Is that true? How much are these costing? 22. How much do subtractors cost? If I look, still quite a bit. I'm gonna place one here. Oh no, they only cost 10. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. Then as soon as these start copying, I think I'm good. Do I? They send a lot of little stuff at me. I think I'm starting to become good as these gain growth. I could always drop them down onto something else to make an even better version. Could do that. How good are these? For 15 mana, they're pretty good. I could make them attack more. For only 5 extra cost. Kind of could. I could make one of them attack more. Here. That one. Subtractor Toothy Barrier. What about Pandora's? What does it have? Large Warrior Slime. Not that good. It would become cheaper. Could just place a bunch of these. It's kind of stupid. I like it. Oh, I only had 3 uses on it. My bad. Hey, we win. We win. Victory. What about a laser tank? Probably not. What about a long-range shield congealer? Every 2 seconds, create a shield cube 5 spaces in front of this. Why? What about Mummy Ascension? After this is created, first cube in your hand, which doesn't already have extra life, gains extra life, and generates -5 mana when created. No, that's a pain. It's so expensive to reroll. Reroll. Chaotic Leyline. After a cube is created touching this, grant that cube a random bonus. Oh no. Oh no. Thornifier. Burrowing. When there's a neutral cube, yeah, that's the burrowing. Every second, if the cube above doesn't have Retaliate, we already have Retaliate. Woodfield Projector. Every 30 seconds, apply 1 splinter to every enemy in the row in front. That could be kind of fun. I think we're going to take this one. It's pretty expensive. It can do craziness, right? I think it can do craziness. Needed Fragment. That would be good. Blast Entry. At the start of each battle, every cube in your hand gains. After this is created, this deals 2 damage to touching cubes. Why? Hospital Worker. After a non-leader ally takes damage, it heals 1 HP every 5 seconds until an ally takes damage. Needed Fragment. Let's go. Target every cube. On being triggered every 30th time, trigger following effect perk on every cube. Target random enemy. On being triggered, trigger following effect perk targeting a random enemy. Target lightning chain. On being triggered, trigger following effect perk targeting 2 other random cubes of the same faction as the victim within 7. I think I'm going to take target every cube. Inventory. So every 30th time. If it's an enemy, do something else. Every 30th time. Swarm created. Okay. Every 30th time. Every third time. So this would only be like every 90th time. I think. Target every cube. That does not work. Same faction. Okay. Swarm created. Go back. Does that make sense? I feel like it does. This one. This one sounds way more fun than Healing Shield. Start. Okay, so I would like this to be my swarm target. True? I think that's true. You are cheap. Beyond that, I liked getting the subtractors down early. What do they have? Oh, they have stupid static. That kind of changes things for me. Let's get a toothy barrier in there then. I feel like I'm strong enough that it shouldn't matter. They also have ants. Ants are a pain. It might matter. We'll see. Chaotic ley line is very interesting. Don't have a way to heal this. That means that building right next to my leader with the zap thing was a little bit questionable. Oh. Strange crawler. Okay. These subtractors are not cheap enough, but it's not that expensive. For how good it is, it's still not that expensive. This combo is crazy. Wait, what happened? My thing got killed. Okay, so small problem with the small slimes. They will die to the zap. The zap kind of counters me. Because it'll take out these two faster than they build up. But once they become cheaper, that will help. Strange crawler. I should start building these instead. The hope is that I get enough growth onto other things that it doesn't matter too much. Oh, I could do healer stuff. Healing pillar. Chaotic ley line. Infested 5. We can copy things with infested. Oh, that's kind of an advantage, though. We're going to do crazy infested, and then we'll gain growth. That one has regen. I think I have to do toothy barriers, and we'll just gain stupid amounts of infested. That makes sense to me. These are just gonna die. I could do healing pillar plus these and keep them alive for a while they gain growth. I just need them to be cheaper, really, so that they can combine quicker. So that means I need to build more of them. You're down to 13 cost. Those teleporting barriers are a little bit of a problem. Subtractors should be becoming cheaper. Yeah, that stupid zap. Do you have growth at least? Nope. Chaotic ley line. Cube is created touching this. It's kind of fun. don't know how it's going to do, really. Especially, it has 20 HP. Let's put it. Screw it, why not? Oh, and if I put another one right here... No, that won't work. I should have put this up one higher, and then ones on each side of it would get bonuses when they're created. Does that make sense? Kind of makes sense. I don't know. I don't think I should do too much with the chaotic ley line, but it does seem fun, especially if I had a really cheap cube to copy. Somehow, this thing has growth 4. Okay, we're going wild then. Do you have growth? It might not apply to leaders. It said to every cube, though. Growth 2, Infested 5, Regen 8. I think we've won, basically. Get another subtractor down. Get more of these. See if it lives. Somehow this one lived. And it has growth 6 now, so... However it lived, it's doing things. Oh, it was probably an infested one that got created. When something up here died. These all have growth. I should be copying... I need to make copies of the infested ones. It's so weird. You cost 15, you cost 12. You have infested, you have growth. I guess it doesn't really matter, we're fine. Subtractors still cost... Wait, that one costs a lot, this one does not. Because I didn't unpause in between, maybe? Is that what the problem was? Could be. 10 cost, 10 cost. Hey, we win. Because this thing is somehow poisonous, has growth 7. Yeah, we can do craziness. Oh god. There's a gear. There's a gear here. Gear is broken. There's also logistics system, which is broken. There's also transform, which is not broken. Gear is broken. I don't even know what to think of gear. I might lose the game unless I find something that gives max mana. Needed fragment for 110. I do like that. Tiny toy maker. Every 3 minutes, add a random cube which costs 20 mana or less from the library to your hand, except it costs 0 every 3 minutes. Wait, it costs 0 and I can make copies of it. How does that work? During battles, X% chances of non-enemies are rolled an additional time. Map compression. Nah, I don't need that. Tiny toy maker. Tiny toy maker. Consumable. Gain 5 gold. Or automatically lose this when you lose 10 or more gold to regain 10%. Huh. That one's weird. Every minute, 3 free rats are added to the enemy's hand. Every 10 seconds. No. Scaffolding. Power channel. I'm leaning towards Toy Maker. Or this. Toy Maker sounds fun. I'm going to take Toy Maker. I could also take this, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to get to the next level of Nightmare. That is the goal. That is the goal. Leave. All right, how did we do? Over an hour. Termite Chasm is kind of fun. Warehouse is wild. Could I do fun things with Warehouse? Maybe. Could I do fun things with Termite Chasm? Probably. I'm gonna do Warehouse. I just like it. Trigger placement. After a cube is placed, trigger following target perk. After a cube is placed. Trigger start of battle. Do the following thing 30 times. Trigger clock cube at the start of each battle. Add an infinite use clock cube in hand, which every 20 seconds triggers the following target perk. Infinite use clock cube in hand, which every 20 seconds triggers the following target perk. $20 mana. Every 20 seconds, trigger the target perk in slot 0 of your inventory. That one sounds weird. I don't know. Maybe that's good, maybe it's not. Tiny toy maker. Trigger. Trigger clock cube. Trigger every cube. Gain growth. Swarm created. Okay. Why can't I split this? It's fine. This needs to go in. So what are we doing next time? Inventory. Tiny toy maker. They get 1 extra HP. Don't care that much. Continuous construction makes them cheap. This might overfill me on mana. It's also amazing. How much and is it cheap to upgrade? Kind of is. That sounds amazing. And some of these other perks might be good. I think next time we are going to this. That is the plan. But for now, that is going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching.